Today I'm going to go through and show you Perfect Draw Video Poker Coach. Quick tutorial on how to play it. There's a lot of different features and it does get a little busy, so I want to go through and go over everything for you. First of all, this app is free to play. You can go through and download it at any time on iOS and Android. When you first start playing, the first thing you want to do is log in with Apple. That way it syncs across your devices if you play on multiple devices. Also, it allows you to use the leaderboard. To do that, what you want to do is tap on Novice, or your level 1 it'll probably be at that point. When you click on it, you'll get to this area here, and then you would just go choose Sign In with Apple, and then Sign In with Apple. And then once you're signed in, you'll be set. And you should see name under there, which is Kevin Smak. On this screen, if you ever purchased anything and you're missing it, you could choose Restore Purchase. If you want to know how this game works, this is how you would do it. Just tap on that and it'll go through and bring up a quick idea here. And also let you take a tutorial at the end. Next, you have different resources and feedback. We won't go too far into that. Let's go back to the game itself. How you play is you hit deal, and your idea is to get the correct hand that you're supposed to hold. This game's going to go through and help you learn your EV, which is expected value. Expected value is if you bet 5 coins, how many would you get back? You obviously want to do whatever gives you the best option, and doing this correctly will give you a higher return long term. Jacks are better. 9-6 is the ideal game to start off with because it's available in lots of areas. So across the top, the lightning bolt, that's how many spins you have. You get more as time goes on. So if you get down to 0, you can either watch an ad or put the game down and let it refill over time. It'll then notify you that it's full if you have your notifications turned on. Next is gold. You get gold by leveling up and by going through and opening packs, which you also get when you level up. So the gold will go through and be there. You can use gold to bet in the game, like it says down below. Also, there are other ways to get gold. If you run out of gold, you can just turn the gold mode off anytime you like. Just go to customize, and then here is gold mode. You would just turn that off. Now, while we're in here, we're just gonna go over a few other things in the customizer. If you purchase other game modes, these are the ones available. You can go through and select them. Once you select it, the whole game changes to that game mode. So keep that in mind. You have beginner mode. This is going to go through and give you tips all the time. Now with beginner mode, you're not going to be able to get the streak meter, which is what we're going to go through soon. Pro tips, I would leave that on. Slow draw, if you want a suspenseful ending, you go through and leave that on, and that'll slow down if you possibly going to hit a big hand. Lock orientation just makes that you can't flip the phone sideways or the iPad. This works on both devices, vertically and horizontally. Then you can highlight your card, and as you unlock other things, you can customize your background, your machine, and your cards. Even the music you get as you level up, you could change that, and you can even get different sound effects to swap them out as well. Just to give you an idea, we'll change to the Galaxy. Machines, I kind of like the default one. We'll go ahead and choose Ocean, and we'll go with this color here. We don't want to make it blue as well. That'll probably be too much. If we hit done, you can go through and see this whole screen looks completely different, so you can customize it exactly as you want. Here you do a free that will appear every 12 hours. You get 10 free hands, you get 100 free gold, and you can also watch a video to get 10 gems, and then later watch another video after you do the first one to get 2 coach fragments. Let's go through and show you how it works. The bet on the bottom left is 5. You can go to 25, 125. Maybe we'll make it more in the future. Tap on deal to play, or the hand that says it will give you a pay table to kind of give you an idea of everything you're going for. Now, I know this is a lot. We do have a 70 in blue. That is a streak meter. That means I've got 70 hands correct in a row, which is pretty good. 2x multiplier because of that. Each hand you play does take 20 seconds, and then you could break your streak if you don't do it in that time. So this is something that you will probably get more into as you start getting more correct, but in the beginning, you might not be too into that yet. We'll go through and deal some cards, and we'll go ahead and hold the jack because that's the correct play there. And you can see it's counting down as long as I do it within 20 seconds. and I got the hand correct, which was the correct hold, then it's going to go through and reward me another streak. Now we also got a pair. We got 5 coins, which is what we bet. So it was basically even. That's how the game works. It teaches you how to make the correct moves. If you make an incorrect move, it's going to go through and tell you why you made an incorrect move and things upon that nature. When you're not in an active hand, the game is paused and you can go through and switch tabs and do whatever you want. When you're in an active hand, you only have those 20 seconds, or you can break your streak. Going back in and dealing, we also have hints on the top left under customize. If we tap on that, it'll eliminate a card, and then you can go through and choose the correct cards, make sure you hold them, and then hit deal. Now you're still on a timer, so keep that in mind. It's going to say more than, you can tap on it, and in here you can go through and watch a video to get 3 more hints. So you can do that anytime you like. We'll say not now. Also with the energy at the top, you can tap on that and you can watch a video to get 10 more energy. Next we have quests on the right side. This is just a little quest to get a free background and some extra gems. All you gotta do is get 1 of every hand. As you can see, I'm stuck on the straight flush and royal flush currently. Once I get those, I'll get the extra background and 100 gems. You can do this up to 5 times per game mode you play. And then we have EV. This is just going to go through and tell you your EV, and this is going to be for the last 100 hands. So this does scale. So if you're making mistakes in the beginning, it's fine. As you learn, you're going to go through and get it better. The coach mode, this is going to go through and help you learn more about the game. The first few levels are pretty simple. Bronze we're actually reworking, but that just gives you an idea of what to play. Silver is going to go through and allow you to change different pay tables if you want to go through and change them. I would keep it on 9.6 unless there's no 9.6 available at your local area, then you might want to switch it. Then we have the gold, which is your weakness tracker. It's going to go through and let you know which hands you're losing on. And you can go through and check the EV chart there. And bringing this up, it's going to show the hand analysis. It's going to show my play and the optimal play. So there I should have held the 9 and I didn't. And then I can go through and see what's going on down further with all the hands. If you see a orange triangle, that's an invalid hand. That's not something you would ever want to hold. You can always hit why this hand wins and it'll break it down a little better. So then you have a 4-card straight with 1 gap. Now I know now you always keep an inside gut shot straight when you have 3 high cards. That's the case. If it would have only been 2, I wouldn't have kept that. You can also save it to your log. If we go back here, we have a log that shows all your recent hands, your last 20. And then at the bottom, it's going to be quizzes. You can actually make and share quizzes to your team. Yeah, we have teams and everything in here. We have research log. You know, you can go through and send that to the team as well. You can log a hand, and there's a lot going on in here. Next, we have stats. You're going to have this week's stats, and then you're going to have your lifetime stats. Also, you can log a live session. If you go somewhere live, you can go through and log that there, and it'll keep track of that. In team, I don't know what's going on here, so we have a lot of stuff going on here. And with that said, this is the clan totally. And here you have a team, and you can go through and level it up. Leveling it up gives it extra stuff. It works together with everyone. Once you level up the next one, we're going to have team tests, which means the game is going to automatically create a test every day with 20 hands, and you can win extra perks with it, which is pretty cool. But right now we are only on 1. With that said, we can make a duel. We can make quizzes. We can also request gold. Up to 5 people can help at no cost. They just tap and you get 50 gold each time. In here you have your members, so you can see here the members and the current trophy count. And then we have the message of the day. We can go through and put it up here. We also have requests come in, but my clan's open, so you could just join. But there's also banned members if people get out of line. With that said, you also have the settings, your favorite game. You can go anonymous in the chat as well. And in here, you can also tap and hold on someone to go through and create a different emote. Tap up here to go through and see the hands. I can go through and play a hand that someone shared. It's going to say jacks or better. Here we're going to go through and choose. It looks like it's just king, a double gapper. I feel like it's just a king. Yes, so that's correct. I thought that was a little bit of a tricky one, but you can see who shared it and how it worked out. And they will also get to see how it works. They can duel, which basically creates 10 hands, and you go against someone, and they will go through and play it, and it'll let you know who won in the chat. You can also go to leaderboards. Here you can go through and see who is the high one. Trophies goes to 3,000. If you make a mistake at 3,000, you go backwards, so it gets a little tough. The longest streak, and yes, Mr. Pab Brain is crushing right now. We do need some competition there. Next is the weekly perfects, and finally, most hands played. So I have 2 accounts, so mine are kind of split between the 2, but a lot of mine are testing. So that just gives you an idea. You do have the shop. If you want to remove the energy at the top left, there is a member subscription. That also gives you anything where you would click on an ad for free. You don't watch the ads. It does also apply to variants, but you don't get variants with it. Variants are going to be here, and it'll go through and explain each one. Then from there you can go through and get packs, different machines, card backs, backgrounds. You can get more hand energy with gems. You can get more gems, coach fragments, and hints. Now it's important to say on the coach is unlocked, so you will get things as you unlock it. At level 4 you'll have enough to unlock bronze, and then at that point you get 2 coach fragments per level. Plus, if you watch a video every 12 hours, you can get 2 more each time there, and it quickly allows you to unlock them. And at that point, you can go through and unlock other variants if you end up getting the other games as well. On the coach, you also have the diamond area. You can go through and put in any hand that you have, and it will automatically calculate everything directly for you, which is really nice. So we can go through and just do that real quick. And once you're done, it's going to go through and bring it up and let you know what your optimal move is. This is great if you're really stuck somewhere or you just have a hard hand you need to go through and figure out. Also in Team Something I Missed, you can also go there and tap on people's names and it brings up their stats and their favorite game. You can go through and challenge them. You can send messages. There is messages in this app, and also you can block someone by going to the play screen, clicking on the level. You can go through and see you have a mailbox. I don't have any messages right now, but as you get messages, that's where they'll go. One last thing I want to mention, you can click on shop and then go to manage collection at the top. This is where you're going to manage your cards. You're going to get these from opening packs. Most of the time you just get them leveling up. And here you can see I have Forest level 1. I actually have enough cards to level it up to level 2. So I can go through and choose upgrade to level 2 and we'll confirm the upgrade. Now I have that card available as well. You still have the old version too, so you can go through and select them and you can level these up multiple times. That's just backgrounds. You can do it through machines, cards, and sounds. That covers a lot. Let me go through and just show you what happens when you level up because we're getting close to leveling up. So I'll play a few hands just so you can see. And I'll make sure I don't lose my streak here. And yes, I've played a lot of jacks or better. Don't get upset if you are not here yet. You will get there. Here's the basic pack. You just tap. And here we got gold, a coach fragment, and a machine. And that just kind of gives you an idea how everything works. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm trying to make this the best app there ever is, and I feel like it's got so many good features right now that it should be #1. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions or anything that's not covered, I do updates frequently, so if you do have something, I can go through and get it fixed or added. Right now, it feels like the game's pretty ironed out and in a really good place. This is the complete tutorial on everything for Perfect Draw Video Poker Coach. iOS version is the one I'm currently showing you, and the Android is not going to have the team functionality.